Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Derrick T. Lewis here at the Fanatics Fest here in New York City, and I'm with Super Pats fan, Boston sports guru, Fitzy. Thank you so much for giving me your time. How are you?
Are you kidding me, man? This is so awesome to be at the Comic-Con of sports fandom, the inaugural Fanatics Fest 2024. And the good news is the quality of this environment 10 times better than that of Fanatics MLB apparel this season.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing things about that, but I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
I'm a Pat. Obviously I'm a Pats fan.
I was just at the game last night.
Yeah, so I gotta ask first and foremost, what type of reality are we living in right now that Bill Belichick is no longer the head coach of the Patriots?
We are living in what feels like a surreality for us, but to the rest of the NFL, it's just reality. Like, we lived in a dream. We lived in a sim for 20 years. We didn't have to know what reality was. With the GOAT combination of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick running the Patriots, you got to wake up every August and go, it's going to be fun to watch the season, but I'll really start paying attention after Christmas and when the playoffs begin. Because you knew you were always going to be awesome. They were the boats that raised all the tide, the goats that raised all tides, really.
Yeah.
And they let us live in a fantasy land of football relevance and dominance that may never be orchestrated or engineered in another sport, ever.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I'm confident that we have a former Patriot that's coaching the team, and even when Gerard Mayo played, Bill Belichick had nothing but high marks for him about how much of a smart player.
They used to call him Gerard Belichick back then.
Yeah, absolutely. So how much of a smart player he was when he played, and just how much of a leader he was. In your mind now, how do you see the season playing out in reality? Now that we're living this new reality, how do you see the season playing out?
Basically, right now, the plan is to live in a gut reno this season. I mean, they're just like starting to try to like excavate and pour the foundation out. They just got back from Home Depot with the goods after the draft, and they're just trying to, as Mayo has said, like, this season is laying the foundation. They didn't get Calvin Ridley. They didn't get Brandon Ayuk. They didn't sign a premier left tackle. They just traded away Matt Judon. They are letting you know.
That was very, very sad.
It's always tough because now the dude with the red sleeves is the dirty bird with the red sleeves in Atlanta. And I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta makes a playoff push now.
Yeah.
They got some talent down there in Atlanta. But right now, the New England Patriots are telling you the now is all about the future. We're going to play Polk. We're going to play Baker. We're going to play a new line. We're going to play Gonzo, all these guys, and figure out who are the tent poles, who are the building blocks for the future. And then next year, they go into free agency with about $140 million in the salary cap, and I want them to spend like drunken sailors.
Well, again, Fitzy, it's been an honor and a privilege to have you on. I would love to have you on the D-Lew podcast somewhere down the line in the future.
Hit me up. Just slide in those DMs, the dude messages. I'm at Fitzy GFY across all your socials. And remember, it's a little bit difficult right now, but if you need to cry yourself to sleep, Pats fans, you should have a closet, you should have a steamer trunk, you should have a basement full of AFC Championship and Super Bowl t-shirts to dry your eyes. Go Pats.
Go Pats. And again, this is Derrick T. Lewis reporting you from the Fanatics Fest here in New York City on behalf of the D-Lew podcast on Believe Network. Go Pats!